Many changes can affect your tax code. For example, change in your income. For example, you are getting £100,000 and now is over and above. And obviously, one is crosses a threshold, it will reduce your personal allowance. Secondly, you might have started a new job. You have started getting a private or state pension, or you have started getting a company benefits like medical insurance or car allowance. In most cases, HMRC will automatically update your tax code. But why does it need to update my tax code? In the UK, your income tax liability and your personal allowance or tax-free allowance is entirely based on your tax code. So it's really important for HMRC to have your right and correct information in time to give you a right tax code, based on which obviously they will collect income tax from you. For example, if you owe tax from earlier year, HMRC will reduce your tax-free amount based on the rate of tax you pay at the start of the year. And then in case during the year if your income changes, then HMRC need to change your tax code so you only pay correct tax. If you start a second job or start getting a work pension, you need a tax code for each source of income. Your tax code will be different for each source of income because your tax-free amount of £12,570 can only be used once in the year. Your tax code might also change if you start getting a taxable benefit from your employer, let's say medical insurance or car allowance. Your employer might have added these benefits before you start paying tax, in which case your tax code might not change. If not, then deduct amount of benefits on the marginal tax rate from tax-free amount and you start paying tax on it. In other words, it will reduce your personal allowance and it will be your new tax code. If this change happens partway through the year, you may not pay all the tax due in that year, in which case HMRC will adjust your next year tax code accordingly. Now let's have a practical demonstration. I use £50,000 annual salary, which then comes up monthly salary of £4,166.67. And now on your screen you can see I use standard tax code of 1257L, which gives us monthly PAY of 623.60. And now on the next payslip, income remains same. I change the tax code to BR, which means your income is taxed at basic rate. This tax code normally used when you have more than one job. Now you can see with the change in tax code, PY tax has increased to £833.20 per month from 623.60. Now let's have a look on next payslip. In this payslip, I use tax code of OT. This code normally used when your personal allowance is used or your employer does not have a correct information about your tax code. You can see PAY tax has increased to 1038.06. And finally, let's say you did not provide P45 to your employer and your employer did not have information regarding your sources of income and they have used W1M1 tax code. On your screen, you can see I now use 1257L W1M1 tax code. With this, now your PY tax liability is 623.60. I hope now you understood how change in your circumstances will change your tax code. And obviously, once your tax code has changed, it will also change your income tax liability. So far in tax code topic, we have covered 3 questions. Number 1 was what is a tax code, what is an emergency tax code, and in this part we covered how change in your circumstances will change your tax code. And now in the next part we will cover what if you don't have your P45 from your previous employer. So until the next video, stay tuned. As always, hand ahead salute until the next video.